Since the end of the year is coming soon, I was thinking about how I wanted to make this video like last year, but I don't know why I forgot. But I don't believe in New Year's resolutions. Because I don't think they're realistic. So I only know this from my own personal experience with me growing and on my journey. It took me like 6 years to actually get in shape. Like it took me almost 10 years to finally get a grip of my own mind. And this is why I believe in making long-term goals, thinking more long-term, because I feel like a New Year's resolution is so short-term and so unrealistic. Because if I ask people, did you actually stick to your New Year's resolution, they'd probably say no. But I made a plan when I was 25, okay? And when I was 25 is when I really started thinking like this. I'll be 30 in December. So the end of December I'll be 30. But so I was thinking about how I made a 10-year plan when I was 25. And the plan is so complex that there's many plans inside of the big plan, but there's this big plan. The big plan is the actual goal, the actual thing. But the way I get there can change, but the main goal cannot change. So things might happen where it's oh, I think I'm gonna just go this way, but then life gets fucked up and then I have to go this way. But then my goal is always to go back to this point because I have to get to this point. Like I made this big plan when I was 25, and things are they're falling into place the way that I imagined. But as I made the plan, I made room for me to add different goals to the plan or switch things up or whatever, because the main thing is always the same. The simple version of me explaining the plan is me just becoming the best version of myself, as well as trying to, I don't know, do whatever I'm doing with this whole thing I'm doing. But it's just that's the thing. So it's broad enough where it's well, I want to become my best version. What does that mean? That means so much that it gives me so much room to maneuver and do things and get little mini goals done out the way. And like, this is what I mean. I made a plan that I knew would take 10 years. Some people say don't make a 10-year plan because then, you might be able to get it done in 5 years. And it's I think that's not the way I look. That's just not the way I look at it. I don't want it done in 5 years. I want the 10-year, I want it realistic. I don't want to rush anything. Because if they're saying you can get it done in 5 years, I'm telling you, I didn't even see results in working out for 6 years. Like, if 4 years of working out, I was barely any different. I barely, nothing was really whatever. So, same thing with the whole meditation journey, the psychedelic journey, the whatever. People give up before they see results, and that's why they don't get the results. Something I've seen on the journey with all of this. And that's the problem with New Year's resolutions is you'll do the New Year's even if you did, even if I asked someone and if I said, "Hey, did you stick to your New Year's resolution?" If they told me yes, then in November, and it's almost a whole new, another year, they're yeah, I stuck to it the whole year. But they probably are not seeing the results they imagined, because it's not realistic to see results in 1 year. It's just really not. And I think goals should be more long term, but there should be little mini goals in between the goals. So I want to make music and do the music thing, but I never even touched a DJ thing in my life up until 2 years ago. So as I decided, well, no, I actually want to do the music thing. I don't just want to do the philosophy and this whatever. No, I actually still want to do music. Well, my music's changed. I don't really. I eventually will get back into rapping, but I have a goal And then my goal required me to learn how to DJ. So I had to do that first before I could ever think about actually doing a show. But like that was a goal I had. Well, now I have to do this if I want to get to that over there. Like I had to start doing push-ups and start working out and start eating healthier and start whatever. I had to start taking care of my body because I looked at it like, okay, I'm about to be 30, but age doesn't matter. As long as I can keep my body healthy enough where even at 35, I feel like 25, I'll be okay. So like it won't matter if it's going to take me an extra 5 years. Like I said, a 10-year plan. Everyone says that, oh, you hurry up and get those things done and you can get it done in 5 years. But no, that's not. I don't need to rush because I'm taking care of my health and I'm taking care of all these other things that allow me to have enough energy where I know at 35, 45, at 55, I'm going to feel basically the same way I feel now. I'll probably be in better shape. I'll probably be in better health. I don't know. I'll definitely have shit better than I do now. But like, I just look at it long term, and I don't know. It's a weird thing because I want results. I don't want to half-ass shit. Like I don't want to whatever. Like that's why I also didn't rush with my album. Like everyone's like, "Yo, you got to get your album out, man." And it's like, "Bro, what's the rush for? Like for what?" Like I get it. They're like, "Bro, I just want to hear your album." I get it. But I have this giant plan where it's like it's okay for me to delay dropping the album because I took time to get in shape. I took time to get my health right. I took time to heal my mental health. I took time to there's so much things that I did in between this thing as I'm fixing my mindset and fixing my mind, doing all these other things, like learning different things with social media because I have a plan what I'm going to do with this whole thing on social media. But like I've been working on all of the things that I feel like, well, this is mini plans inside of the big plan, because dropping my album is just a small piece of the plan, but so is the videos and so is the everything else, and learning how to DJ and healing my mental health and healing my physical health and doing like this whole thing is me working on the 10-year plan that I made. But the 10-year plan has expanded into something that's just, I can say it as simple as I'm just trying to become my greatest version, or it can be as complex as I just explained for the past 8 minutes, right? Like, it's because it's all this thing. And I made this thing when I was like 25, when it was like New Year's time, and I said a New Year's resolution just isn't realistic. Like I just knew it wasn't. Cuz everything, all the results that I've gained and all the things I'm going to gain they're going to take time. It's taken a lot more time than just 1 year to get in shape. It took a lot more time than just 1 year to gain control of my mental health and fix my mental health and fix, I guess, the way I do shit in general. Like, it took time to change, to actually change, to grow into the man that I knew I was meant to be. But in my head, I already knew that it wasn't realistic for me to change myself within 1 year. Like, I say this all the time, but when I was that thug dude, like, when I said I don't want to be this anymore, I knew that there was no rushing it. I knew that it was going to take a while because I was stuck in this thing for fucking 10 years or so, like thinking I'm this thug dude. So it took a while for me to get out of that and to find myself and to build myself into who I wanted to be. And I knew that it would take time for me to get in shape. I knew that it would take time for me to heal. Like, not just heal my mental health, but when I went through the breakup 2 years ago, I knew that like I was shattered, I was crying, I was broken, I was whatever. But it was unrealistic to just be like, if I'm gonna be okay. Like, yeah, I'll be okay eventually over time after I work on this. Like, I just know that everything in life takes time. So I don't want to rush anything. So, because I want real results. I don't want to be like, I had this goal, but it didn't work out after the year of the New Year's resolution, so I'm just gonna, try something different. And it's like, no, fuck the New Year's resolution. Make a 4 year plan, make a 5 year plan, make a 10 year plan, whatever it is, but make a plan that is more realistic. That's like, if you really want to like stop your addiction, then make a 2 year plan to stop your addiction, a 3 year plan. Like, 1 year is just not realistic to fucking change who you are as a person, or change your bad habits, or fix this or that, or get in shape, or not. It's not realistic. So the best thing I think that's more realistic is making a multiple year plan. Like a 3 year plan, a 4 year plan, a 10 year plan, a 15 year plan. Like, however long you're willing to think this shit out. But if you don't think out your life, no one else will. And that's what I mean, where it's like you're going to have to think out. Well, if your New Year's resolution was you wanted to get in shape, then fuck a New Year's resolution. Think about how could you actually get in shape? What habits do you need to install to start getting in shape? Because you're going to have to adapt these habits to most likely your life. Like, it's not just, you can't just eat healthy for a year and work out for a year and then be like, oh, I'm in shape. And then you can't just stop working out. You can't just stop eating healthy. You're going to have to do that for the rest of your life to maintain that. Like, people, it's the same thing with money. Like, people always talk about how they want to be rich, but if you get rich, if you have money, even if you just have money given to you, somebody gives you $50,000. If what are you gonna do? Just spend the money, and then how are you gonna get the money back? You're gonna have to then start a business or start whatever, or get a few streams of income and whatever. You're gonna have to start working to keep that thing you got. No matter if it's physical health, mental health, you always, like, if meditation is what helped you heal your mind, and meditation and all these other things, or if like shamanism and psychedelics, and if these are the things that helped you heal, you're going to have to keep using these things in a sense to stay healed. And people look at this in a negative way when it comes to drugs, at least. But like, with plants and herbs and shamanism, like, it's this thing where I know I can not use plants and herbs for like 6 months. But if I go 6 years without plants and herbs, I might feel a little off balance, because I don't know how to explain it. You have to keep doing the thing. You don't just meditate for a year and then never meditate again, because then you're going to start losing the benefits of the meditation. It's the same thing with everything else. That's why it's like you just have to figure out a plan. Like, because before I was 25, my first plan was when I was 20. And when I was 20, I made a plan where I wanted to become a modern day shaman. Like, that was my literal plan. That was the thing. Like, I didn't even really know what I meant, but I did, but I didn't, because I didn't know how that was going to happen, or like I understood the shaman's journey, but I'm like, bro, I'm in a modern world. Like, so I seen, this is what I want. I want to be a modern day shaman. So I went down that path in my own way, but the journey led me to the place I was trying to go to. But it took 10 years. Like, I started that journey when I was 20. And like I said, I'm about to be 30. So that took about 10 years for me to even become the man I am today, because that was the original plan. That then 5 years into that plan, I then came up with a different plan, another 10, like a 10-year plan, which was connected to that same plan of becoming a modern day shaman, but adapting it to saying, I'm not just a modern day shaman, I am me, and I want to become me and become the best version of me and do all the things that I love to do and continue to just grow and become me. Like, and what I love to make music. I love making philosophy videos. I love just thinking, and I love like all this shit that I'm doing is just I'm doing what I love, and I'm trying to grow at what I love and try to get better at what I love, and like including just getting better at being myself, healing my own mental health, fixing the way that I communicate, or like I don't know, like these were little mini goals that I made that's in the big goal, and that's why I was able to start like getting this shit right, and like I'm starting to see results. I see results in my mental health. I see results in my physical health. I see results in the way I speak. I see results in the way I think. I see results in the way I feel. Like I see the results now because I've been on this journey for so long, and that's what made me realize a New Year's resolution is not realistic. We should make a goal for our life. Like I don't know, like because if you don't have a plan for your life, there is like then the society does, right? Like, but that's what I mean. Like, if you don't plan for your life, then it won't get done. If you don't plan to get in shape, then you won't be in shape. If you don't make like if you like it's all on us. Our life is on us. But I just wanted to make this video because I wanted to try to explain that the way that I've grown and how I've seen results and how I'm starting to get results and how 5 years from now I'll have more results is because I'm planning out things for my life. I'm planning these things out and then making a long-term goal and figuring little different ways to get to that long-term goal. And when I make the goal, I don't necessarily have a clue how I'm going to get there. I just follow whatever the fuck and I figure it out. Right? I'll figure it out as I go and I'll get there. Like, but I don't know. I just think that a New Year's resolution just isn't realistic and that it's taken me years to see results and it's going to take years to see results in anything you try to do. And yeah, you can maybe do something fast. You might be able to get in shape within a year because maybe you're already slightly in shape. So maybe you could start getting in shape within a year, but then but that's not really in shape. You just might look it. But like really getting in shape is when you've trained your body for years and like it's not just working out, it's also stretching and taking care of yourself and getting the right sleep and making sure you're eating the right foods and making sure whatever, but it depends on what your goal is and what your thing is, but I just know that these things are things that have to be done for years in order to see results. So that's just why I don't think a New Year's like resolution is realistic.